All right, beautiful souls, let's talk about manifestation, what it actually is, and 3 tools you really need to put in practice so you actively become a designer of your own life. That sounds nice. Designer of your own life. Okay. So how do we live a life by design? Being the designer. First of all, manifestation literally means we bring something that we truly desire in our heart into physical form that we can grab it, right? Money means hand. In the words, we have the magic. And then we come to the first important thing. Words. We create with words as humans, okay? I don't know if you know the saying abracadabra. I really love that. You know what this means? This literally means I create as I speak. And this is the truth for us humans. Our power is in our words, okay? So the first thing that you need to have is clarity. It's clarity of what you really desire to have in your life. What are you deciding upon? And that's the first reframing I like to do. Manifesting has nothing to do with wishing, with hoping, with wanting. It's about deciding. What are you deciding in your life? Who are you deciding to be? Where do you decide to live? What kind of relationships are you deciding on? Okay. Already feel into that energy, but say, I decide about, I have this, I am this. That's a powerful fucking statement with a vibration of bringing it into physical form. Okay. Before we go into the wording, really important is you need to have clarity. And that's the first thing most of us humans have a problem with. We don't really know what we want, what we decide upon to have. So that's your first thing, to go in meditation, to sit in silence, or maybe when you're dancing or you do something playful or fun or relaxing, to really go in your heart space. And I like you to ask yourself the following question. You can just close your eyes right now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then you bring your attention to your heart. Maybe you can put your hands on your heart. Bring your focus fully into your beautiful heart space. And then you ask the question, if anything is possible in my life, there's plenty money. Money is no issue. There's always more than I need. Everything is possible for me and I'm worthy of everything. Wow, how do I want my life to look like? What relationships do I desire? What job do I desire? If everything is possible, money is no issue. There's more than enough. There's always more than I need. And I'm worthy of all that I desire. What is it? And then you can pause the video when you already feel you have a connection and something comes up. This is where you want to go. This is where you reach your true desires, going into the realm of all possibilities. That's really important. We need to expand our mind out of our human self into our higher self, our soul, into the realm of the truth that we're worthy of everything. You are worthy of everything you desire, love. The way you are right now, breathing, watching this video. It's the human self we need healing on to reparent ourselves, release patterns that are blocking it, okay? Because if a manifestation that you desire is not happening, either maybe it's not aligned with your soul mission, or you just believe deep down in your subconscious mind that you're not worthy of it, or it's not possible for you to have it. So in order to really, really go into the realm of your heart, of your soul, go into this question of if everything is possible, right? There are gonna be a certain meditation for you. I'm gonna record that to where you really can take a space and dive into the realm of your heart, of your soul, of your true desire. I'm gonna make a meditation for that, so watch out for it. If you feel like, yeah, I wanna take some time and really connect with my heart, because that's the first step we need, clarity, okay? All right, so first, clarity. Second, how do you frame that? How do you write that down? So some people feel the best if they visualize it and they feel it and sense it. And feeling is the most important part about manifestation. The universe is not reacting to what we're saying, it's reacting how we're feeling. So you literally need to feel your desire, the amazing relationship, the beautiful house at the ocean, the beautiful food that you're eating, the bank account that's almost always full. Yeah, always overflowing, always full. You literally need to feel the feelings, the freedom, the joy, the gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you need for manifestation. It's gratitude. Be already grateful for what you have right now. Okay? So you really need to feel what you do. What definitely helps is writing it down. There are studies that says writing something down makes it much more clearer for your subconscious and also bring it into life. And when you write it down, you take a piece of paper, and I have a little dog here saying hi. Okay, so you take, right, Vanilla, you take a beautiful paper and pen. Maybe you have a manifestation journal, maybe you have just a paper. Now it's really important. If till today you said, I want, please strike that. Yes, you can say, I desire, I want, but if it comes to manifestation lists and really about you claiming your birthright to your desires and bringing it to from your higher self to God, to source, and say, this is in my life now, you need a different wording. You need to be in the present. Okay, you need to say, I have, I am. I have this amazing, beautiful, calm, fulfilling relationship. I have an overflowing bank account. I am financially blessed. I am, I am, I am, I am. That is the frequency we want. All right. Maybe a practice what also helps you, because that's also another option. You already say, thank you that I have this amazing relationship in my life. Thank you for already having this amazing bank account. You can also go from the gratitude, already thanking that it happened. Okay. So you can say, thank you for this amazing relationship that I have. Thank you for all the financial overflow every day. That's a powerful manifestation, because the moment we say thank you, our subconscious thinks it already happened. This is why gratitude is so important. Okay. So if you feel inclined to do that, do that. Otherwise, we write, I am, I have. All right. And so for you in your daily life to observe how you talk to yourself. If you're like, oh, I wish, you're like, no, I'm claiming that desire and I'm thinking that I have this in my life. Okay. You see the switch, you're coming up like, wish, what, wish, would be, is like, it's lack. But if you come from this, I'm a creator of my life, I'm part of God. Okay, what do I want? Just really what I give the image always when you talk about manifestation or reality, creating our reality, is being in a restaurant. If you're in a restaurant, because most of us can relate to that, you have your menu, okay? You have your menu. And do you say, well, I wish I could have that sushi, or I want that sushi. I would like to have that sushi. Are you talking like this to the waiter and the waitress? No. You're like, oh my God, I so desire this sushi. And I really want, I would love that soup before. You come from pleasure, you come from the juiciness. You're like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful they have this on the menu. And then the waiter and waitress comes like, I have this, I have the soup, and then I have the sushi. Thank you. That's the attitude, how you want to relate, how you desire to relate, how you need to choose to relate, or it's the best way to choose to relate to source, to God, the universe, however you want to call it. It's this attitude that they have in the restaurant. And the moment you feel like, oh, with my own deep desires, for example, for a relationship or a job or a house or whatever that we have as humans, our, things that we desire. If you feel like you're going into lack or uncertainty, remember the metaphor that I just gave you about the restaurant. Go into this juicy pleasure feeling of, oh my God, I'm so happy that this is available to me. Thank you so much for bringing it. I have this right now. I know it's coming in divine timing. Thank you, God, for letting me know. Thank you for already cooking it in the kitchen, because the moment I'm asking, it's given. That's the truth. It's about us to be able to receive. All right. So that's the energy. Okay. I'm giving you the codes here. You can go into it. You can cling into it to really feel that. Okay. Juiciness, pleasureness, joy is so magnifying, and gratitude. And when we order something in a restaurant, we say thank you, right? because we know it's going to happen. They cook it for us. We have no fucking doubt. That's the attitude we need. And if you feel like you constantly have doubt, you need to honestly take yourself through sessions and to see why your subconscious believes you're not worthy of it. Clear that shit, and then it can come, because that's super, super important. We have clarity. You declare what you decide in your life. Okay. The third thing, actually, it's 4 steps. The third thing now is you need to be open to receive. If you're so attached, you have your hands closed, you can't receive. You need to be receiving. Like in the restaurant, you're like, I know it's already cooking. I know it's happening. And we are then receiving when we deeply know we're worthy of it. We know we can receive it. We know we can have it. It's possible for us. There's no doubt. That's the frequency we need to get into. Okay. And the cool thing is, yes, maybe you have subconscious patterns that say differently. Like I said, release them. Sometimes there are patterns in our conscious mind we also need to retrain. Because if your whole life you always felt you came second, everybody got what they want, but you didn't. Guess what? You can reprogram your subconscious that you can have it all, but you also need to change your conscious thinking in your daily life, because maybe you have a pattern there to always look for the lack. You need to start looking for the abundance of, wow, thank you for that. Oh, that was a gift. Oh, thank you that this came so easy. You see, you need to see how life works for you. In your conscious mind, you also need to have a pattern of looking out what works for you. And also remember, your true identity is God energy. And your soul and your God self knows that you're worthy of everything. So tapping into that in moments of lack helps you to shift your vibration and be like, wait a minute, I'm worthy of receiving. Okay, so mind the trap. Don't fall into digging or finding everywhere issues and constantly going into sessions and therapy in a sense of, oh, there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. That also gets you stuck. Yes, if something comes up because you're manifesting something what is in a different frequency where you're at, and that's normal, then you need to look at it. But don't make yourself the problem, because that's one of the beliefs we need to crack, that I'm wrong as I am, I'm the problem. A lot of us as healers, as people that are here, that want to raise the consciousness, and I think even other people who don't feel the call to this kind of work, and maybe you're one of them, you're still a light worker, okay? Just want to point that out. I know I attract a lot of people that work in the same field like me, that feel that we're here to raise the collective consciousness. But in case you're watching this and you're like, well, I'm not that. You are. You're a light worker as a mom, as a baker, because we're all parts of God. And the thing is, most of us were raised with these beliefs, okay, that we're wrong or that we are the problem or whatever. And some of us chose more difficulties. That's what I'm going to say actually right now. Some of us, and my experiences, most of us that are healers, and like I said, a baker can be a healer, a mom can be a healer. You're a healer if you feel like people always tell you really quickly their stories and you feel really inclined to help humanity. A lot of us chose a really, really challenging story, childhood, teenage things, because of that, we learned a lot of tools, right? So the default could be that you think you're the problem and you can release that belief, but you really need to consciously also stop. If you want to be a co-creator of your life, you need to stop affirming that in a sense of constantly digging, working on yourself. There's nothing to fix. You're already whole and beautiful. You need to be really discerning and wise when to look into your subconscious, book a session, or do a session with yourself. And you have so many tools on YouTube. You have so many tools online. Now spirituality and bringing the God magic back is so normal in this life. That's the beautiful thing, right? So yes, if you feel like you need to look at something, do that, but also know you're whole and beautiful as you are right now. And there is no issue with you. It's just lies and illusions about your identity you need to release to deeply and every day more and more embody and feel your true identity of a God-given being, that you're worthy of everything. Okay, that's really important, because I see that blocks a lot of manifestation. If we constantly think we first need to work on this in order to get this, you understand, it gets you in the loop. No, you don't have to. Okay, so that's blocking manifestation, is too much attachment, too much being in lack, focusing on problems, thinking you always need to fix first something, basically not being worthy of receiving it. First, you need to be something different. No, you're right as you are. And so that's blocking. So what opens up your manifestations is being in receiving mode, being playful, believing and trusting, looking out for what works for you. And the fourth really important thing is action. You need to go in action. So if you're calling out for the beautiful relationship and you get this nudge from inside of, I feel like I'm going to go to this dance class today, something that you really love, because it's quite, okay. It will be quite typical that you meet your person. It's something that you love to do, right? That you would also maybe love to share with your partner. So if you get that nudge to go to that class, or kind of like go to a different supermarket today, trust that. If you feel like go to that conversation, or maybe, yeah, I'm going to talk about myself right now, do that. Go into action and get out there. Yeah. And really trust that. It's not about running around like a chicken with no head. It's about this peaceful nudge that says, do it. And maybe it's something out of your comfort zone, but yeah, the relationship that you desire is also something out of your comfort zone because you haven't had it yet. Okay. So be clear on what you want, declare it, claim it, look for what works in your life, look for the positive thing, be in the energy and presence of gratitude that's already there. Daily gratitude practice, I can only recommend, really. Fourth, be open to receive. Look that your nervous system is relaxed. Do stuff that makes fun. Be in believing and trusting. And the fifth thing, action. It's really, really important. And this is how you're going to manifest your life. And now I'm going to talk about something. Yeah, I'm going to do it in this video. That's really important to understand. And this is what I say, please mind the gap. So as I said, you will manifest something that's in this vibration. Beautiful, healthy relationship. I'm going to stick with that example. Till now, you're here. You had emotional unavailable people, or even people who were in relationships, and you were the third wheel. Let's go like really, really far away, not available. You're like, I want this right now. I made that decision. Good. The universe got you because probably you had a lot of feelings like peace and joy and gratitude. And you're like, yeah, this is what I want. I'm fucking done. I just had my last experience and it taught me to really stand up for what I want. This is what I want right now. I'm going to leave this reality. So guess what's happening? And a lot of people forget this. Everything is vibration energy. Okay. That's what we talk about. So the universe receives your decision for that relationship. And this is the vibration you're here. So guess what happens? You need to align to that frequency in order to receive it. Makes sense? You feel calm, you feel worthy, you're happy, you feel in yourself, you have a healthy relationship with yourself, you feel calm with yourself, you appreciate of yourself, all that stuff. Right now, you're here. But you decided to be here. So what happens is the universe gets your call, and what happens, spirit will show everything in your subconscious mind that actually needs to be released so you can go to that frequency. So it is super, super normal when you really decide what you want in your life and you make that decision and you declare that this is my life. It's like in a restaurant, the universe says, I want to give it to you, but first you need to get into the same frequency. So guess what? You need to release the rejection, the pain, the resentment from your mom, your dad, clear the neglect wound from your mom, clear the abandonment wound from your dad, because the partner you want will be there, be present, be consistent, be available. In order for you to receive that, you need a different frequency. So the good thing is when you make these declarations, what you want in life, the topics that come up, and maybe life will bring you people in, so you kind of get the mirror again. Maybe you're already in coaching and sessions, and you suddenly feel like, oh, there are a lot of topics coming regarding this. Yeah, well, guess what? We are so loved that exactly what needs to be released so you can get into that new frequency will be shown to you. So it's normal that it gets a bit fucking uncomfortable. You need to be in love with the shadows. You need to face the shadows, and the shadows, what I mean, is not dark. It just means all the inner children in us that were neglected by our parents, that we then neglected as adults and put back in the bag. We need to get them into the love of our heart. Because healing literally means you bring in all the aspects that you put away because they were neglected, rejected, and become whole as a person in your core again. You're already whole. But it's about the identity that really makes you you, that you really feel safe to be you. That's what healing is. Okay. And so it's really normal that shit comes up. The good thing is it just comes up, the shit comes up because honestly, we have so much information on subconscious, you could dig and you could go in therapy your whole fucking life. We have so many informations from our generations. So just tell you one thing, if you want a life with this, you can have it, but this is not for me life by design, right? We want a life that we enjoy and be of service at the same time. So the good thing is you declare only the shit that you need to release right now to have that relationship comes up. So you also take charge of your life, and your subconscious actually has like a job from you, and it says like, oh, okay, this is what we want, this comes up now for you, you need to clear this. Understand? You're not run by your subconscious. You give your life a direction, the subconscious brings up the shit so you can have it. Okay, that's a really good thing. And the other good thing is for you to know right now to mind the gap, and that it's okay that shit comes up. It gets rocky. Yes, you need to face some stuff that you maybe didn't want to face, but either you do that or you stick in your reality that you decide you don't want it anymore. So this is why it's so important that we learn to reparent ourselves, and we need to regulate our emotions, and we really grow into the self-empowerment and tap into our resources. But because guess what? If you then have the relationship and you also say, I like to be financially free until now you're broke, all the stuff will come up. The beliefs, the emotions that you need to process, so you are able to receive the abundance that you desire. It's really about making us available for it again. Okay, so be loving and compassionate with you on this journey. And yes, honestly, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Find peace and gratitude, whatever it is, because the moment you start creating a life, stuff will come up. You're gonna live not anymore in your comfort zone, you're gonna live in stretch zone. Okay, comfort zone, stretch zone, panic. We don't want to go in panic, but we like to stretch. It's really important for you to understand. And if you need to support on that journey, feel free to reach out to me. You can book a session with me, a session package, and we're gonna dive into these different things. You know, it's really, 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 really nice to be supported on this journey. At the same time, it's really important to have the resources within us. And this is why I love the work I do, because for me, it's supporting you at the same time, reminding you of your power and giving you tools so you can access your inner world, regulate yourself, and also change stuff, right? And you know when you like support. And we're just walking each other home, all of us. And we can do this in a graceful, beautiful way and design our life the way we really like to. At the same time, we really need to be aware that if something doesn't happen like this, it's not that you're failing. It means you need to look at stuff and release it in order to make space for the new frequency of abundance and love, and release the lack. And we need to allow ourselves to be compassionate with the human journey. Our human self, right? We have soul, higher self, human self, goes through stuff. And this is what I feel like the spiritual scene sometimes is really interesting. It's like, it's not lighting a candle, saying I have this, and if it doesn't happen, you're failing. No, we need to take our human self with us on a journey. We need to heal the nervous system, regulate our emotions. It's really important to understand that you're not failing. You just maybe need healing, or you maybe need more time or patience, or you need to integrate certain lessons to really be ready for the frequency and also then receive and hold it in your life. All right? Much love.